You know what totally freaks me out about snow? This video of a massive avalanche that hit MYUU base camp on October 2nd, 2022. It's insane.
Inside is better.
Can you imagine being there when that thing just suddenly started? Lucky for us, someone was recording it.
10 meter to 10 meter.
Two poor dogs were in big trouble. They were stuck inside a hot minivan in the middle of the Nevada desert. The temperature was scorching outside and it was even hotter inside that car.
No one knows whose vehicle this is. It's in the parking. Since the window's cracked a little bit, I'm going to try and push the window down. But the dogs are panting. One of them is on the ground, unknown. It isn't panting in distress. You know whose vehicle this is? Okay, well, they left two animals inside, so I'm going to have to start breaking windows if no one else knows whose it is.
A police officer saw the dog struggling and knew she had to do something. She tried to open the tiny bit of window, but it wouldn't budge, so she made the tough decision to break the window with a crowbar. Even though the car alarm was going crazy and there was glass everywhere, she managed to get the scared pups out. The dogs were really sick from the heat, so they took them to the vet and then to a safe place. The people who left the dogs in the car are in big trouble.
What is she being arrested for? She was arrested for felony murder and cruelty to children in the second degree.
Years after a 4-month-old baby died while in her care, a Georgia woman is finally paying the price. This daycare owner was sentenced to a long time in prison after a shocking video showed her abusing other young ones. For the first time, we're seeing what happened the day the baby died.
Hey guys, right here.
Cops rushed to the daycare when they got a call that a baby wasn't breathing.
He was laying face down in the bed?
Yeah.
All right, clear.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Stay clear of patient. Analyzing heart. No shock
All right,
advised.
let's go. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Be sure emergency medical services.
Is this y'all's child?
I have a family-owned daycare. This is one of my clients.
Okay, have we contacted them yet?
No, I haven't called anyone or done anything
Okay.
yet.
Go ahead and call them.
Yeah, go ahead, let's go ahead and call them.
I put him to bed on his back, but his parents stated he could roll over, but I had never seen it.
What time did you call 911?
I can show you. I was quite fucking flipped out. So I dialed it, and then I think I just kept hitting it, and then I think this was them calling me back. This is the bed that Charlie was in.
Okay, I'm just going to take a quick overview of the whole room real quick, and then...
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
You can keep his face out of it. I guess is probably the best thing to do. I don't know.
He's not going to be in it.
No, okay.
And you just show me, again, like that's for the front, and this is the back.
Okay.
If you just show me how you laid him and then how you found him, let me take a picture. Just show me how you placed him.
Sure.
Let me do a picture and then show me how you found him.
Ready? Okay.
And there was another child in there, so you put him down and picked one up, right?
They tried to save the little guy, but it was too late. The daycare owner, Amanda Harazicki, seemed calm at first, but things took a dark turn.
I don't know what to tell them either.
Tell him a baby had an emergency and...
I can escort you out when you drop the babies off. And if they have any questions, I can answer those questions for you.
We can do that for you to help
It's
you
going
out.
to be really hard for you to talk to them. Really hard. Okay.
Baby had a medical emergency, so you didn't...
Cops found out she left the baby alone for hours and put him to sleep the wrong way. As the investigation went on, they found hidden cameras at the daycare.
So I noticed you have cameras.
I do.
They record 24/7?
I believe so, yeah.
Or is it just motion?
That's a great question. I'm not positive.
Okay, that's...
Mattress pad.
She said that was the mattress pad, but it looks like it's...
There's no pad in there.
I know, that's what I said. But she said that's what he was sleeping on. They're all like that, though. I didn't want to manipulate it, so
No,
I haven't touched it yet, but
He was found face down in that corner, top left corner. She put him back, and she says he must have rolled over, but they do have a camera in here. I got it.
The video showed a different side to Hickey, one of anger and abuse towards the young ones. It was heartbreaking.
Hey, Miss Amanda. Oh. Can you step out here for just a minute, please? Okay. I want you to turn around, face me, put your hands on your back, okay? You are being placed under arrest.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to talk to me? If so, we can go back to the police department and we can talk. If not, you're going to go straight to the cab jail.
Yes.
You do want to talk to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hickey's world came crashing down when she realized she was in big trouble. Her husband tried to comfort her, but it was too late.
Just so I can tell our attorney, what is she being arrested for? She's arrested for felony murder and cruelty to children in the second degree.
The cops arrested her and she ended up in jail. The baby's parents were devastated. They never thought something like this would happen.
Hi, sir. I'm not going to hold you here for right now. I am Detective Taffer. I work with the Dunwoody Police, okay? I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go home. I got some phone numbers for y'all. Let me make sure they're correct, because I will be coming over later, or at least following up with you.
In the end, Hickey admitted she was guilty, but said she didn't mean to hurt the baby. She's now spending a long time behind bars. Giraffes are tall, spotted animals from Africa. We all think of them as chill and gentle giants because of movies and TV, but let me tell you, that's not always the case.
I'm not gonna give him.
Okay, I don't want to give him.
These tourists found out the hard way. They were just minding their own business when this giraffe decided to turn into a total jerk. It kicked one of the women so hard she passed out. Can you imagine? The rest of the group had to book it to get away from that crazy animal. Luckily, the woman who got kicked recovered. But still, that's terrifying. Can you believe it? Two guys broke into a house in Longdale while a whole family, including a baby, was upstairs. These guys were totally clueless. They walked around the place like they owned it, even messing with the security camera. One of them was so dumb he turned the camera around instead of hiding. And then, like it was no big deal, he opened the front door for his buddy to come in. The homeowners were terrified. They're still shaking, afraid those guys might come back. It's crazy this happened in the middle of the afternoon, and to think they were upstairs with their baby, totally unaware of these creeps downstairs. The burglars didn't find any cash or jewelry, so they left empty-handed. But it's not like they were the only ones targeted. Another house nearby got hit, and those guys got away with some cash and jewelry. This neighborhood is supposed to be safe, but there's been a bunch of car break-ins and now these home burglaries. It's getting out of hand. And even with all those security cameras, these guys still managed to pull off this crazy heist.
That's really scary, like, you know, how they can get into our homes and just them being in your home, just like what? Like, it's just eye-opening, really. Usually your home's supposed to be somewhere you want to come home to and feel safe, you know, where to relax, but now you just gotta keep an extra pair of eyes, you know.
Check out this crazy video from Virginia.
Y'all get in the closet. Get in the closet right now. Get in the closet. I'm not. Get in the closet right now. Get in the closet. Hurry up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Hurry up. Get up. Hurry up. Get up.
Two creeps busted into this old couple's house, weapons blazing, and forced him into a linen closet. Can you believe it? These poor folks were just chilling in their own home. Then these robbers storm in and start grabbing their stuff. Luckily, the whole thing was caught on camera. Those thieves had no clue they were being recorded, so they got every dirty detail on film. Imagine driving alone at night, miles and miles to nothing, and then bam, you see a tiny baby in the middle of the road. That's what happened to this bus driver, Mike Hubbard, in San Antonio, Texas. It's crazy he even spotted her. It was so dark. He was about to become a hero, slamming on the brakes just inches from the slow baby named Destiny. The whole thing was caught on camera. You can see him jump out of the bus and run to her. But then get this, the baby's dad shows up and just snatches her away without even saying thanks. The mom says the door was open and the baby must have slipped out. Accident or not, Child Protective Services got involved because, come on, how does a baby end up on a busy road like that? Gettysburg, Pennsylvania? That place is seriously creepy. They say it's haunted by ghosts of soldiers from the Civil War. Can you imagine that? Like real-life ghosts walking around where a huge battle happened. Way back in 1863, there was this crazy fight there. Tons of people died. It was a total nightmare. They say a lot of soldiers didn't get proper burials, so their spirits are stuck there, wandering around forever. Even now, people claim to see and hear weird stuff. It's like the ghosts of those old soldiers are still hanging around, haunting the place. It's wild to think about. There's this super creepy body camera video that's making people think about this woman named Kyla Arce, who was murdered. She was just 33.
Kyla.
Spell it for me.
K-Y-L-A-A-R-C-E.
Whoa. K-Y-L-A.
A-R-C-E.
A-R-C-E?
Yes.
How do you spell it? Say it.
Kyla Arce.
Kyla Arce.
Woman screamed, "Help me!" Bloody murder, basically.
I opened the door
And opened the door, and then she got back in, closed the door, and you hear tons of stuff screaming.
Knocking around. Sounds like there's a struggle going on inside, basically.
There's a big struggle going on.
Over there?
Yes.
Yeah. And I would totally, I want to make sure she's okay.
A whole month before her life was taken, the cops were called to her place because neighbors heard a bunch of crazy screaming coming from inside.
The roommate came out of there. I took a picture of his car.
Oh, he left?
Driving out. Yeah, no, I took a picture of his license plate. He drove away.
Yeah, the roommate came out of the building and said that the guy's not abusive and that's his best friend and he's known him forever. And when I asked him, well, why would a female scream at the top of her lungs help me? He just goes, I don't know. And then he walks away and leaves.
So the roommate's inside there too?
There was two guys. The roommate left. This gentleman right here.
They knocked and knocked, and you can hear a neighbor on the video freaking out about the guy inside.
Broward County Sheriff's Office. I can hear you at the door.
Open the door. It's the sheriff's office.
You scared the shit.
Do you hear it still in your apartment or no?
You're at the door, so open it up.
Every day. Every day.
I can hear you at the door.
Open the door. It's the sheriff's office.
Have you heard anything since you got here? Yeah, they come up to the door and they kind of, you can hear it. You can hear them pressing up against. They're probably looking at you right now.
Finally, they busted down the door, and the place was a total mess. Stuff was broken, and you could hear a lot of yelling. It was wild. When the cops got in, Kyla and her boyfriend, Paul Henry DeJacinto, were standing in the garage.
Make note that they basically was inside the house. Once they saw us breach, they came out the garage door. There's nowhere in the world you didn't hear us knocking at that door.
Shut it off. Throw the keys down. Throw the keys down. Throw the keys down. Throw the keys down.
You got any guns, knives, weapons, anything on you we need to know about?
Oh,
nothing at all?
At all.
Okay.
Why didn't you guys come to the door?
Why didn't you come to the door?
We banged.
Why are you shaking so? Why are you shaking?
You guys just came out of nowhere and I
Okay, we came out of nowhere. You heard us knocking on that door the whole time.
We literally are going to
You didn't hear us knocking. We're banging the hell out of the door. Why didn't you guys come to the door?
We're downstairs.
We banged pretty hard.
Why are you shaking so? Why are you shaking?
You guys just came out of nowhere and I
Okay, you came out of nowhere. You heard us knocking on that door the whole time. What's going on? Talk to me.
I have no idea what's going on.
You tell it exactly. How do you have nothing what's going on, dude? You're coming out of the garage. You're shaking like crazy. You got scratches all over.
They were acting weird and telling different stories about what happened. Kyla kept saying she was fine and didn't need help, even though it sounded like a total mess in there.
Why are your neighbors saying this?
Going on.
Why are your neighbors saying all this about you? About your screaming for help, help. That's why we had to break in your door. Your door is broken. The fireman popped it. You're going to have to get the association to fix your door. What's going on?
Nothing at all. I promise you. Nothing at all. I'm not pressing charges. Nothing at all.
Not pressing. Why would you not press charges?
I don't even know how to say the lingo of the cops thing, but
Well,
like.
why would you not press charges? About what? If you said you wouldn't press charges, what would you not press charges?
I mean, I just said that to just because I don't know what's going on. Nothing's going on. 100%.
How long you been with
We're
you?
watching. We've been together for 2 years. We're good.
No problems ever.
No
so
problems.
Neighbors that have been hearing things throughout the middle of the night.
Yes.
Nothing's going on.
Nothing's going on.
Well, guess what? Just a little over a month later, the same guy, the Giacinto, allegedly shoots and takes Kyla's life at his parents' house. The cops say he also tried to take his dad's life by shooting at him and tried to smother him with a pillow. His dad actually played dead and survived. Can you believe that? The cops had a real standoff with the Giacinto at his parents' place before they finally got him to come out. That's when they found Kyla dead inside. So yeah, it's a really messed up story. That video from the earlier call to their house is making people wonder if there were signs something bad was going to happen. This crazy video from Cleveland that shows how lucky this little baby was.
You don't know who I am, and you don't care who I am.
A couple was going back to their car in a parking garage when they heard this tiny baby crying from a car next to theirs. Can you imagine? They called 911, of course.
Well, you guys just parked right next to it?
Well, we were here.
And you look and you're like, hold on. Did you hear it?
No. We weren't. This wasn't here when we parked.
The cops showed up and had to bust open the car to get the baby out. Meanwhile, they found out the dad was inside the casino, gambling. Like, what kind of parent does that?
We're going to go for the parent.
Well, I don't know which one's the parent. We just need to drive.
Guys, there's two with the car. Two with the car. The parent is the one I want. I want them both, but I want the parent.
They arrested him for putting his young son in danger.
The father of the baby. That's you? Cool. Yeah. You're under arrest right now for child endangerment. What are you thinking? Leaving a baby in a car?
The guy says he didn't do anything wrong, but come on, leaving a baby alone in a car? That's just wrong. Can you imagine being a bus driver and getting attacked by passengers every day? It's nuts. In London alone, 4 bus drivers a day get assaulted. That's like thousands of attacks in just 3 years. This video shows exactly what I mean. Some dude on the bus doesn't have the right fare, so he starts going crazy, pounding on the driver's shield. Then he gets even crazier, ripping off the bus mirror and trying to smash the shield with it. Luckily, the shield held up. It's wild that bus drivers have to deal with this crap. They've put up the shields to stay safe, but some people are just out of control. It's like nothing's gonna stop them from trying to cause trouble. Imagine this, you're chilling at home minding your own business when suddenly a bear just casually walks up to your front door and opens it like it's no big deal. Bears are smart, right? But this is next level. You'd be freaking out, probably hiding or running to the door. This one person was cool as a cucumber. He just started banging on the window to scare the bear away. But wait, there's more. Another bear shows up wanting to join the party. But luckily, we couldn't figure out the door. Talk about close call. Everyone's got a phone these days, right? So when something crazy happens, someone's usually recording. This YouTuber, Savage Squad 1, caught a wild encounter on video back in 2016. He was filming a bunch of young ones messing around at a park when this woman showed up, totally pissed. Turns out one of the young ones had been a real jerk and said some mean stuff. She was so mad, she pulled out a knife and started threatening them.
You gonna hide? Are you gonna stay up there? God, you were raised pretty bad, weren't you?
I don't think so.
I would think so. Yeah, so remember that people carry knives?
I didn't.
And when you keep talking about your own parents?
The video cuts off before anything crazy happens, but you can bet those young ones took off running. Can you blame them? These cops are cleaning up a big old mess of a car crash. Traffic backed up, both lanes are closed, and everyone's just gotta wait their turn. Well, not this one woman. She comes zooming up, thinking she's above the law or something.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? No! I don't care! The answer's no!
Hi to David, Nora.
Okay. Can you give me your driver's license? Let me. Yes, it is. What? Do you not see this blue truck? Do you not see that blue truck? Put your car in park and give me your driver's license. Put your car in park and give me your driver's license.
Waiting at the freaking bus stop.
I don't care.
One of the cops tries to stop her from plowing through the crash site, telling her she needs to wait. But nope, she's all, I gotta get to my daughter. Like, lady, we get it, but rules are rules. Instead of chilling and waiting like everyone else, she floors it and drives past the cops. Can you believe it? Total disrespect.
Britt, go! Put her in jail. I'll be there.
A chase goes down and they finally catch up to her. She's on the phone panicking about her daughter again, but the cops aren't buying it.
Sit down.
My daughter was right here waiting for me.
Sit down. Give me your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Because they blocked it off, and I was trying to get to Giselle, and I got here. She's not freaking
It's
here.
related to that.
Look, my daughter's
Okay,
right
sit
there.
down.
My daughter's right there.
I don't care.
I was trying to get
down.
to my daughter. Dude, it's blocked off.
Sit down and give me your driver's license now.
I don't have it with me. It's at the house.
Don't get involved. Don't get involved. I get it, but don't get involved. Don't get involved.
Get off the phone.
I was trying to. This is my husband.
I don't care.
I was trying
You
to
are
get to
stopped
my
for a
daughter.
lawful reason.
How was it? It wasn't even blocked off. People were coming out of the
North
street.
32. Can you advise
You
me
guys
that
were
tag
blocking
goes
all
back
the way to 75.
Yeah,
I'm
why
trying
do you
to get
think
to
we're
my
doing that?
daughter. It was nothing blocking
It was a traffic
this way.
crash. Okay?
It was
You
nothing
disobeyed.
blocking this
Okay,
way.
I'm not arguing with you.
She's being a total pain, won't give her name and acts like she's done nothing wrong.
That's what
What's
I'm
your
trying
name?
to say.
What's your name?
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
So they cuff her and throw her in the back of a cop car.
She's refusing.
Okay.
Do you want it or do you want me to take it?
You can take it.
All right. Come on.
Your kids are in the car, are they?
Turn around. This is not the way you should have handled this.
I don't need to be arrested, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my driver's license. I was trying to get my daughter.
Her sister shows up trying to be a hero, but the cops aren't having any of that. They explain what happened. Long story short, the woman who caused all the drama gets charged with resisting arrest and disobeying the cops. She ends up copping a plea deal and gets 6 months of probation. Serves her right. There was this totally normal night in a quiet neighborhood. Then 3 masked dudes, all armed up, burst into a family's home. Can you imagine the terror? These guys were serious, faces covered and weapons in hand. They forced the family to do whatever they said, while one of them ransacked the place looking for cash and stuff. The family was probably freaking out, but they had to play it cool to stay safe. After what felt like forever, the robbers finally left, taking off with whatever they could grab. The family was okay physically, but I bet they were messed up for a while. You know how they say not every bad guy gets lucky? Well, this video from last June is proof. This dude walks into this apartment building, grabs a big-ass rifle from his uncle's place, and starts strolling around like it's nothing. People are just walking past him, totally oblivious to the weapon he's carrying. It's crazy. Then he gets to the lobby and starts shooting. But lucky for everyone there, his weapon jammed. That gave the security guard a chance to take him down before the cops showed up. Talk about a close call. On December 11, 2022, the cops got called to this dude's place because he's in a total mess of a relationship with his fiancée. He's freaking out, saying she's toxic and has even threatened him. He just wants to grab his stuff and get out of there.
I'm sorry that it had to come to this. You leave me no choice. I'm getting my stuff out.
Alright, well, what about the stuff that's down here? Can you get your meds?
And then, so Tammy's upstairs. She's got his stuff upstairs. Tammy! Tammy, where's Randall's stuff?
Tammy, the sooner he gets his stuff, the sooner he's out of here for good. Tammy, that dog bites us. That dog's going to be in trouble. I'm just telling you that right now. Control your dog.
Tammy, we can't hear you because of the dog. Then please come here and tell us your side of the story and put the dog away. Tammy, we can't hear you.
Get out of my house now. You are going to be in big trouble.
Put the dog away and talk.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
All right, well, this situation is not going to go away.
When the cop showed up, she finally comes downstairs, but she's not playing nice. She's all angry and stuff, and she even tries to shove one of the cops. Can you believe that?
If your dog attacks, go in the garage. Go in the garage. Tammy, if your dog attacks us, it'll get shot. If your dog
Get out of my house now. Get out of my house. You touched my
dog. Back up.
Get out of my house.
Back up.
Get out of my house.
Don't
go out of my house now.
Don't touch me.
Get out of my house.
Don't touch
Get
me.
out of my house. He is abusive.
Relax.
Get out. No, I don't want you in my house. He is abusive, man. I want him out of my house. Get out of my house.
Tammy.
No, Tammy.
Relax.
Get out of my house. I want him out of my. He just abused me. I want him out of my house. I have.
Okay.
Get out of my house.
You have COVID. You didn't work all week.
Yes, I have. Get out of my house.
Okay.
I'm sick. Get out of my house now.
Don't grab
Get out of my house. I am not grabbing you. You're touching me. Get out. You're touching me.
Touch me. Don't touch me. You
idiot.
You're going to jail now. You just pushed an officer.
I did not. Tell me.
Relax.
The cops have no choice but to put her in cuffs. She's totally losing it at this point, yelling and screaming, claiming the guy abuses her, but the cops aren't buying it.
Relax.
Oh my God.
Relax. Stop.
Oh my God. He pushed me on my floor. Oh my God. He hurt me. Oh my God.
She just keeps getting more and more worked up.
Out of here. No, I don't.
Don't kick.
Get off me. I got to go to the bathroom, you
Medics for female.
son of a. Get off me. Get off me. I have to use the bathroom. My God damn it.
You can't fight.
Get him off me now.
You've been fighting.
When they try to take her away, she kicks one of the officers. Like, seriously? She's putting up a real fight.
No, you're a liar, you son of a.
Don't you kick me in the crotch. Come on.
He's hurting me and hitting me.
You just kicked me in the groin.
Get away from me.
Good Lord.
You're in my house harassing me with an abusive guy.
You kicked
No,
my partner.
I didn't.
You let your dog loose
Oh, you're
on us.
It bit me.
It
bit
bit
him.
me.
You know what? You shouldn't be in my house.
It's his house too.
No, it's not.
Yes,
He's
yes.
got
No,
his
it's
personal
not.
belongings here.
He doesn't.
He has
and
a
it's
key.
not his house. No, he doesn't. And that's what I've been trying to tell you guys.
No, you've been.
And you've been yes,
You
I
refused
have.
to talk to us.
No, I did tell you.
No,
you
and I
refused
told
to
them.
talk to us.
And I want to use the bathroom now because I got all over myself. I am a human being. And you guys are acting like this is an innocent woman who has been abused, and you're abusing her more.
Pushed my partner. You kicked
You
my
guys
partner.
are in my house.
You pushed
You're
all of us.
scaring me to death. You're scaring me to death.
In the end, they have to take her to the hospital and she gets slapped with a charge of aggravated battery. Picture this, it's early 2024 and this guy named Victor Bayman is totally losing it over his ex. He follows her to this place where people do their taxes, and he shoots the guy helping her out and then some random dude working at a nearby store. After that, it's like a crazy movie scene. He steals 2 different cars, one after the other, just like in Grand Theft Auto. The cops are right on his tail, chasing him down the road at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Finally, he crashes into a tree, and his car goes up in flames. Can you believe it? But here's the kicker. He somehow survives the whole thing and gets caught by the cops. Crazy, right? Can you believe this crazy story? A 62-year-old guy in Moldova was actually buried alive for 4 whole days. And the craziest part? The cops found him by accident while they were looking into a murder case. So there was this 74-year-old woman who was found dead in her house. The cops thought they knew who did it, a young 18-year-old relative. They were searching this place when they heard this weird noise coming from underground. Like, who hears that and doesn't freak out? They started digging and found this old guy buried in a hole. The dude was alive, but he was messed up from being down there so long. Turns out, he and the young guy got into a fight and the young guy stabbed him and buried him alive. Then the next day, he took the life of the old lady. It's like something out of a horror movie, right? The whole town is shook up by this. I mean, who would do something like that? The young guy's in big trouble. They could lock him up for life. It's wild to think that this guy survived being buried alive for 4 days. He's lucky to be alive. There was this crazy scene in the middle of the city, a total uproar. A huge crowd gathered because a bunch of reporters were going head-to-head with these triad guys. You know, those triad gangs from China that deal drugs, extort people, and smuggle stuff. Anyway, these gangsters were totally losing it, yelling and even getting physical with the reporters. Things were getting super tense. Then the cops show up, but instead of helping the reporters, they blocked them off and let the triad guys just walk away. Can you believe it? The reporters were pissed. There was nothing they could do. You're watching this video and at first it's like, okay, this is normal, but then you find out the guy talking is actually Peter Keller, a total creep who already took the lives of his wife and young one. He's one of those survivalist dudes and he built this crazy bunker in the woods near Rattlesnake Ridge. You know, that place in the Pacific Northwest. In this video diary of his, he's just chilling, talking about how he's going to rob banks to hide from the cops without having to worry about his dead family. It's like, dude, you just took the lives of your wife and daughter.
Well, before, you know, a while ago, I used to sit here and think, you know, this whole thing is just crazy at times, and then I'd think about it and it would make sense, and it's like, okay, this is what I gotta do. But, you know, now, I guess with time, I just think that way all the time, that this is what I gotta do. I don't even question it anymore. It just seems like everything makes so much sense now.
The way he's talking about it is so cold and heartless. It's really messed up. On March 30th, 2024, the cops got called because someone said she got choked by a girlfriend. Yeah, you heard that right. 4 years together and this chick ends up strangling the other one.
Hello. Officer Wire, Criminal Police Department.
Thank you.
What's going on tonight?
Got into a fight. I ended up dropping off one of the people at home and getting us at home. We got into a physical altercation over there and she ended up choking me. And her friend that's over there, her name is Alexis, kind of pulled her off, told her, you know, Caitlin, you need to stop doing this. And I immediately pushed her off and then just ran over here to my sister.
When did this happen? Just now?
Yep, just 20 minutes ago.
Did you fight as well, physically, or was all the physical aggression just towards you?
No, I did push her and try and get her off of me while I was...
So it was after she had started choking you? Okay, did you physically do anything before she started choking you to her?
I might have pushed at her.
Was she drinking as well?
Absolutely. It's her 21st. She's been drinking since probably 12 o'clock.
When the cops show up, the choking suspect is totally caught off guard. She's freaking out, trying to hide her dog, and then slams the door in the cops' faces.
Oh my god, can I help you?
Yeah. Mr. Wyerton, the police department. Are you Caitlin?
Oh my god, bro. Come on. Come on, Carlito. Good boy. Alright, yeah, you can leave my house, all of you. Bye.
Are you Caitlin?
That's not alright. My house. Get out. Let's have a war.
The cops aren't having it, of course, so they bust back in to finish their job.
3 dogs I have to take care of. Bye.
Caitlin, do not shut that door on us.
It's Caitlin. Yes. Bye.
No,
what do you need?
Come outside.
Nah. Oh my god.
Put your hands back.
No.
Put your hands behind your back.
What do you need, bro?
Put your hands behind your back.
What do you need?
Put your hands.
Oh my god, get my dog right now. Get my dog.
Ma'am, can you get
my dog.
She'll grab your
Get
dog.
my
ground if you don't knock it off.
If you don't get my dog, you're gonna.
Your dog isn't.
What are you doing? Yeah. They won't get my dog. What?
No, back up.
Because they won't
Back
get my
up.
dog. Get my dog. Get my dog.
Nah.
Get my
You just came over
dog.
top of me and the other
Get my dog. Get my dog. Get my dog. Get my dog.
Right now.
My dog is right there, bro. Get my dog.
The suspect is all defensive, saying she can't talk because she's got dogs to look after. Her friend is there trying to calm her down, but it's not working. The cops finally grab the suspect, but she's fighting them. They end up having to take her down to the ground to get the cuffs on. She's still yelling about her dog, but come on, lady.
My dog is right there in the. Oh my god, get my dog! You
If you would.
Her friend is trying to help her out, but the suspect is just making things worse. She even asks the cops to call her mom, but they're not babysitters.
Do you want her number? Get my mom!
Not right now, okay? We'll deal with
Alright,
that
get
later.
my mom.
We'll deal with that
I
later.
want you to call my mom.
How old are you?
I'm 21. Today's my birthday. Get
Okay.
my mom.
Calm down.
I'm 20 years old. Get my mom. Please. Let me go right now. Get my mom. I want my mom. Get me home. I want my mom. Let
You want to tell me what happened
today? I want my mom. Oh my god.
In the end, the choking victim goes to the hospital to get checked out, and the suspect goes to jail. She's facing a bunch of charges: strangulation, domestic battery, resisting arrest, and obstructing the cops. She brought this on herself, really. This video shows what went down on Valentine's Day 2018 in a drama class. Right before this, a young man named Nicholas Cruz, who was 19, was on the other side of the door. He'd been kicked out of school but showed up in an Uber that afternoon. Dude was carrying a big backpack and a duffel bag. A teacher saw him heading towards Building 12 and told another teacher to call for help. When someone heard shots, they locked down the whole school. In the video, you can see students hiding in a dark corner with their teacher, maybe a closet. The cops burst through the door and come in with their weapons drawn. The teacher's telling her students to calm down and listen to the cops.
Relax, everybody. Relax. This is the police. Put your hands up and just calm. Be as calm as you can.
They make everyone put their hands up and get on the floor.
We're good.
Everyone on the floor!
We're good.
Everyone on the floor! On the floor!
The SWAT team was looking for Cruz, but he was already gone. The cops and lawyers hadn't figured out why he did it, but he had a lot of problems at school and acted weird. Now he's probably going to spend the rest of his life in jail.
I have the right to kill you right now because you're trying to take me over. Don't get stupid with me. We're not gonna get stupid.
So on March 16, 2014, this homeless dude was chilling illegally in the Albuquerque hills when the cops showed up and, totally shot him dead. This guy, James Boyd, was only 38. The crazy part is they shot him in the back.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Move it! Move it! Move it up!
The police say they had to do it because he was camping where he shouldn't be and had a knife. But if you watch the body cam footage, the dude's not even moving. He's got a knife, sure, but he's not doing anything with it. It's messed up, man.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Move it! Move it!
Conor McGregor has been chilling out for over a year, and the last thing he needs is more bad press. So what went down? Well, this video from April 2019 shows him in a Dublin bar trying to be all generous, buying shots of whiskey for everyone. But then this older guy says no twice. McGregor, clearly not taking it well, gets right in the guy's face, and it takes 2 other dudes to calm him down. After pouring shots for the rest of the crowd, he suddenly punches the guy. I mean, the old guy took it like a champ. And the bartender's face was like, did I just see that? It's no wonder Floyd Mayweather dodged his punches with a smile. Anyway, the cops saw the video and are looking into it. McGregor's got a history of trouble, like that time he supposedly attacked some cartel dude in Dublin, or when he threw a dolly at a bus full of fighters. Or when he broke some guy's phone. Let's not forget the sexual assault accusations, which, by the way, haven't gone anywhere. Even though he's been acting like a total jerk, it seems like he's still a big deal in the UFC world. It's like people can't get enough of the drama. Can you imagine camping next to dead people? Like, seriously? Most of us would freak out, right? But not this couple. They actually set up camp among dead bodies. Check out this video, it's wild. Tons of bodies just lying there covered up like it's some kind of weird ritual thing. And these two, they're totally chilling right next to them. No fear at all. I mean, if I stumbled on dead bodies while camping, I'd be out of there faster than a cheetah.
Get down! Get down!
So there was this dude driving a stolen car. Cops try to stop him, but he's not having it. This guy actually backs up and knocks over a cop while he's trying to get out of the car. Can you believe it?
Hands up right now!
The dude then leads the cops on a crazy chase until he finally crashes.
Hey, he's spinning out in oncoming traffic.
Thinking he's slick, he bails out and runs off into the woods. Problem is, it's a swampy mess out there.
He's down! Put your hands down! Put your hands behind your back!
Cops eventually catch him, soaking wet and probably covered in mud. He's in big trouble now. They're charging him with all sorts of stuff, like aggravated battery and assault on an officer. Not a good day for this guy. So this bus driver in New York was slowly wasted while driving a bunch of young ones around. Can you believe it? She was speeding, crashing into a mailbox, and even rolling the bus backward. The young ones were freaking out, and for good reason. They kept telling her to stop, but she was like, nope, I'm good. Finally, the old ones had to be the heroes and help everyone get off the bus. The driver's lawyer is saying she'd never hurt the young ones on purpose and that she's getting help now. But come on, she was 3 times over the legal limit for alcohol while driving a bus full of young ones. It's a miracle no one got hurt. She's lucky she only got 90 days in jail. In 2023 in New York, a dude crashed his car, it flipped over and caught on fire. The cops were trying to pull him over, but he sped off.
Crash, slow down. Stop.
It was raining and he lost control and hit another car. One of the cops grabbed a fire extinguisher and put out the flames. Then he smashed the car's windshield and pulled the driver out. The guy was knocked out from the smoke and had cuts on his hand. They took him to the hospital. The people in the other car, a woman and her 7-year-old child, went to the hospital too, but they were okay. You'd think being a janitor would be pretty chill, right? A little gross maybe, but not scary. Well, think again. This dude on TikTok says he works at a haunted school and shared some creepy videos his coworker took. In one clip, you can hear this weird ghostly crying sound walking past the camera. It's like, whoa, that's freaky. And then it just disappears into thin air. In another video, there's this motion sensor thing that keeps going off by itself, even though there's no one around. It's like something's messing with it. So what's the deal? Is this school really haunted? Is there a ghost crying around? Or is there some other explanation? It's super creepy either way. A bunch of people got together in Hong Kong to protest against those triad gangs, you know, the bad guys. But things took a crazy turn when the cops decided to use tear gas on the crowd. That stuff is seriously nasty, burns your eyes, lungs, and skin, and can mess you up for a long time. People are always saying the cops use too much tear gas, that it's like a weapon against everyone, not just the troublemakers. Hopefully no one got too hurt. This couple was just heading home like a normal day. Then out of nowhere, this masked dude pops up right by their front door. He looked like he had a weapon too. The woman freaked out and slammed the door shut. Can you imagine? The guy was trying like crazy to break in, but luckily the door held strong. It was like something out of a movie, super scary. Want a free drone? Well, here's one way to get one, but I don't recommend it. Imagine you're sitting at your computer on the 5th floor enjoying the view when something smashes through your window. That's what happened to this guy named David Perrell in 2016. A drone just crashed into his window. He posted a video of it online, saying he heard a sound like a missile before the window exploded. The video shows a broken window and glass everywhere. Can you believe that? He even joked about keeping the drone. It's crazy how something like that can just happen out of nowhere and get caught on camera. On March 5, 2024 in Florida, a cop pulled over this woman for driving too fast and having a dirty license plate. The cop asks for her ID and stuff, but he gets a weird vibe from her digging around in her bag.
It's gonna fall out, but...
Oh, it will? Okay, hold on. Okay, you can put it back up. You can put it back up. I couldn't see it. Your tint was so dark. There it goes. Do you have a driver's license on you? How you doing, sir?
This
Good.
is expired. I do have a non-expired.
Okay, sounds good.
It's just broken in half.
Yeah, that's fine. Sir, do you have an ID on you?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am?
Yes.
I don't know what you have in your bag, and I feel very uncomfortable with you keep on digging in there. Do you mind not digging in your bag, please?
ID, of course.
I got you. So you do have a license, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir?
It's expired.
Okay, that's your ID? Okay, cool. So where are you from, ma'am?
California.
California? All right. You do have a California valid driver's license? Okay, you do? All right. You want to step out for me real quick? I want to figure out your driver's license situation, okay?
Why do you need?
Because I want you to step out of the car. You're not going to?
He tells her to get out of the car, but she's a total pain.
You ain't gonna step out of the vehicle?
Why can't I stay in the car so you can look up my license? Excuse me.
Step out of the vehicle. I ain't playing this game.
So he opens the door and cuffs her, then puts her in the back of the cop car.
Take a seat. Take a seat. Step out of the vehicle. Put your hands behind your back. You're just being detained, okay? Okay. I appreciate your cooperation. All right.
Her boyfriend was in the car too, and they found drugs on him.
Who's she to you?
She's a friend.
Sit back. You got any weapons on you?
No, sir.
Careful, pat you down, bro.
You pat me down all you want. The guy I work with,
The woman starts going crazy on the cops, demanding to see their badges and IDs.
I'm trying to talk you out of going to jail. There, you see it? You happy?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't see your badge number.
I don't have a badge number. Yeah, you ain't in California. Ain't in California. My radio number's 25.
You also have the right to stop answering.
Not fucking moving.
She's being super rude and tries to break free from the cop car. The cops read her rights, but she's not listening.
You will still have the right to stop answering any time. You also have the right to stop answering any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand, Miranda?
Yeah. Can you read it one more time?
Do you understand, Miranda?
Can you read it one more time, please? I didn't quite get all that.
Yeah, sure. Because you were moving. What you need to do is stop talking and sit there.
It takes me a while to understand everything you just said.
Okay.
Say it one more time, please.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
All right, I'll say it one more time for you.
Please.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand, Miranda?
I'm not fancy that, but yes.
Okay.
They found drugs on her too, and later on they found out she tried to sneak drugs into jail. Talk about a bad day. The boyfriend's in trouble for having drugs, and the woman is facing a bunch of charges. Drugs, resisting arrest, and trying to smuggle stuff into jail. You wouldn't believe this, but the Indy cops had a run-in with a pretty unusual suspect. Instead of catching some human crook, they ended up dealing with a raccoon. Yeah, you heard that right. The little masked bandit broke into someone's house, and when the cops showed up, they were like, we're not animal control.
Oh, that's nice. Well, we'll do what we can to help you. Oh yeah, there he is. Yep. He's a big son of a too.
Where's he out in the corner?
Yeah, he is. Dude, hey, easy, partner.
But hey, gotta do a job, right? They tried to talk the raccoon down, but the little dude was having none of it.
It's alright, buddy. It's okay. Alright, we got a big raccoon in here, just so you know.
He was climbing walls, refrigerators, the whole 9 yards. It was like a real-life cartoon.
Keep your door shut. Keep it shut. He's doing pull-ups on the casing.
After a few tries, they finally managed to catch the furry fella.
Got him.
They couldn't keep him, so they let him go back to the wild. I bet that raccoon learned his lesson though. A young couple got themselves in a whole heap of trouble when their baby girl died. They said no to doctors for their little one, claiming it was all about their religion, but the truth is they just plain neglected that baby. Cops looked into it and found out the young one would have lived if they just tried a little. It's crazy, but they've got 2 other children, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, who are also in bad shape because they're scared of modern medicine and haven't gotten any shots. Now these parents might spend the rest of their lives locked up with no chance of getting out.
Township, that you're both charged with what they call felony murder while in the perpetration or attempted perpetration of child abuse in the 1st degree. They're alleging that you murdered one Mary Welch. That is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA sample to be taken upon arrest, which is often like a cotton swab or in the inside of your cheek. The second offense that you're both charged with is called child abuse in the 1st degree, where they're alleging you knowingly or intentionally caused serious physical harm to a child. They're talking about this Mary Welch. It is a felony, possible penalty of up to life imprisonment or any term of years less than life.
So there's this guy named Louis Bush, who's a total piece of work. He straight up murdered his own mom. Can you believe that? He'd been bullying her for years, and then he just snapped. The worst part is, he didn't even show any remorse. They caught him on camera laughing after he got arrested.
No, we don't have guns. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Lewis, we're going to take you up to Westrid. No problem. But just before we go up there, because obviously I just arrested you on suspicion of murder and cautioned you, told you the necessity for the arrest. But the grounds for the arrest are at 11:30 today. Ambulance were called to 22 Sandalwood Court in Newport. Paramedics discovered a female by the name of Kelly Pitt, who was pronounced dead at the scene. She had a number of injuries.
My mother?
She had a number of injuries, and as a result of information that we've had about you being at the address recently, that's been arrested on suspicion of murder, okay? So I just wanted to make sure we knew that. Yeah. We're taking you to Ustrad. The van's out the back. I'll drive it.
Yeah.
If
My
your
mum's
phone's
gone.
on, isn't it? Yeah.
Miss.
And James. If you
Chap.
should come then.
My mum's dead.
Yes.
You okay to
Never.
get involved?
Yeah.
You joking with me?
No.
Is she really?
Yeah. But listen, Lewis, we've got to go to Ustrad. Come and sit.
It's a lot to take in, okay? We're going to go to the van now and get you up
And
there
then
so we
we'll
can
get,
get...
we'll get you seen by... That's fine. Speak to the officers about it, and we'll get you seen by a nurse when you're up at Ustrad. No. Come on.
Yeah, no problem.
This way, Lewis.
What mother?
You got your...
Yes. I know, deep breaths. It's a lot to take in. Oh, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I got him.
Is she really gone, yeah?
Yeah, Lewis.
Oh, no.
Hold on. I know. Deep breaths, okay? We're just going to go this way. 2 seconds. Sorry, there's a van down the bottom, is it? It's alright.
His mom, Kelly, was a really sweet lady. Everyone loved her, but this creep of a son beat her to death in her own home and left her there for 2 days. He even tried to cover up the crime and stole money from her bank account to buy beer. The cops found her body all bruised and swollen. It was a total nightmare. Bush is a total loser. He's now in jail for a long time, and he deserves every minute of it. His sister gave a heartbreaking statement in court, talking about how much she loved her mom and how this has destroyed their family. This whole thing is a real tragedy. It shows how dangerous it can be when someone is being abused by a family member. It's tough for people to come forward, especially when it's their own children. This case is a terrible reminder what can happen. On June 19, 2022, the cops got a call about some guy shooting a weapon in his backyard. The woman who lives there says her boyfriend was losing it and started blasting away outside. She also said he pointed the weapon at her and broke their TV. When the cops got there, they find the guy outside and put him in the back of their car.
Keep your hands up for me, all right? Do not move, okay? We're gonna detain you for right now, okay?
What's your name, buddy? Huh? What is it?
Yeah.
Is anybody else out back?
Nah. What address?
They talk to him a bit, but they mostly focus on talking to the woman. She tells them she was talking to her baby daddy on the phone. They were chatting about getting back together. The boyfriend overheard and flipped out.
Yeah. Stay hands.
What's going on?
So he called the guy mad or whatever because it's Father's Day, and so my baby daddy was calling to speak to his daughter or whatever. And so she was upstairs with my sister and my brother. That's the one that's in the kitchen right now. And he was like, "You stupid," something like that, and all that extra stuff. And it was okay at first because he was just saying name stuff and the kid wasn't around.
He started pushing her around the kitchen, but she didn't get hurt too bad. Then he pulled out a weapon and said he'd shoot her. She told him to leave, and while she was packing his stuff, he smashed their TV.
But then I was like, "You need to leave." So he put his stuff right there. Then he grabbed the TV, and I think it's right there or something. He threw it on the ground, and he threw it at the door and all that stuff and threw it back there. I locked the door because he started trying to come back in the house, and he was pointing the gun.
You take him that way.
He was pointing the gun inside the house or whatever, and so.
Then he went outside and started shooting a bunch of times. She showed the cops a picture of him with a big weapon clip. They'd only been living together for like 2 weeks.
He literally started shooting it, and
Where?
back there, and we heard it like maybe 5-6 times. And I called his mom, and she was like, "It's best if we just call the police because he's shooting the gun off."
Okay. So he came over here mad. Why?
Because that's my boyfriend, we talk or whatever. But it's Father's Day, so I let her talk to her dad. And he was like, you're dumb for letting her talk to her dad. Even his mom tried to tell him that it's Father's Day. She's supposed to be able to talk to her dad. You're not her real dad. Like, you're... And like, he's pushing me like that and like almost falling on the floor and stuff like that. And it was happening back there.
He was pushing you?
And in the room. And he seen it.
The woman's brother was upstairs and heard the whole thing. He saw them pushing each other, and the guy pulled out the weapon, but he didn't hear any threats. He also heard the shooting.
Boss, you her brother? Yes, sir. Yeah, what's your name? So what's going on with all this today?
Alrighty, I guess it was, today's Father's Day.
Yeah.
And my sister's baby daddy, which is my niece's dad, he's in jail.
Okay.
So he called her from the jail, and she was like, here, say happy Father's Day, this, that. And I guess he was up there awake the whole time. I thought he was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess I went in my room. I was finna get ready to get on the game, and I guess he came downstairs. He had heard their entire conversation or whatever, and he was mad because that's my sister's previous boyfriend, or not previous, but boyfriend right now or whatever. And I guess he got jealous. He's told me he's a jealous type anyway. So he was calling her out her name, and they were arguing back and forth. And I guess they had like a little pushing thing going on back there in the back of the house towards the kitchen. She grabbed his shoebox, and he kind of like slapped it out of her hand. And so she picked it up, set it right there, and then I guess like maybe 2-3 minutes later, he went in there and grabbed my niece's TV and came and like slammed it on the ground out here.
The cops talked to the neighbors, and one of them said she heard 3 shots right before the cops showed up.
Have you been home for the last hour or so?
I have. I've been grading papers.
Okay. Have you heard anything abnormal?
I heard what sounded like gunshots.
You did hear?
Yeah.
When?
Maybe half an hour ago. That sounded about right.
Probably.
Yeah.
You say you heard gunshots? How many?
3, 2, 1. Right. I think they were good. Sounded
You said
like
3, then 2, or
no,
2? 2
right
gunshots.
together, and then a third.
Gotcha. Okay.
They took the guy to jail and took the weapon as evidence. The suspect was arrested for aggravated assault, using a weapon during a crime, property damage, simple battery, and reckless behavior. You wouldn't expect something like this to happen in a quiet neighborhood, right? That's exactly what went down in Houston. 3 people were just chilling at home when, out of nowhere, these 3 masked dudes showed up, weapons and all. They were caught on camera kicking the door like it was nothing. Can you imagine the terror? After a crazy few minutes, they just took off with whatever they could grab. Check this out. 2 groups of dudes are going at it, yelling and stuff. Looks like they wrecked their fancy car.
Huh. 達到你咁有型，以為冇後果，轉個頭咪俾人拉沙。
I mean, yeah, it's super frustrating when something like that happens, but you wouldn't expect people to act like total jerks, right? It's important to stay calm after a crash. It helps you think clearly, work things out with the other people involved, and stop things from getting even worse. Losing your cool just makes everything a bigger mess. It can lead to fights and all sorts of drama. In the end, these guys are still arguing and can't agree on anything. You know the Parkland shooter? People said he was racist online, but it's hard to say if that's why he did what he did. But this Buffalo shooting, that's a whole different story. All the people who lost their lives were black, and the guy who did it was a total white supremacist. It's crazy. This video shows the mess after the shooting. Cops are searching for the guy and people are just standing there, shocked and scared.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Walk in, man. They gonna shot me, man. Yep. Wow.
You can see a woman crying on the ground. She thought her husband and daughter lost their lives inside, but luckily they were okay. It's just heartbreaking. The guy ended up pleading guilty to murder. Can you believe it? So this girl named Sally posted a TikTok video of herself walking around outside at night. She's on this grassy hill, just chilling and talking to the camera. Everything seems normal at first, but then something crazy happens.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi hermano Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentí relojado por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero quiero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah! Miren eso.
Out of nowhere, this shadowy figure pops up behind a tree. Sally totally freaks out and starts screaming and running. You can't really see what the thing is, though. It could be a person or it could be something else entirely. Either way, it's super creepy. This video is a total reminder to never walk alone at night. You never know what's lurking out there. This dude was having a good time at a birthday party, then his night turned into a total nightmare. A rival gang ambushed him. The video is crazy. Everyone's fighting, using anything they can as a weapon. Cars, trash cans, even knives and sticks. It's like a real-life war zone. Gang fights are seriously dangerous. People get hurt, sometimes lose their lives. It messes up the whole community. Innocent people can get caught in the crossfire too. The video says 4 people got arrested for starting the fight. On September 30th, 2023, the cops get called to deal with some drama. When they get there, one person says they got pepper sprayed by this other woman and they're scared of her.
Well, it all started, I was standing over here at this bench with my dog, and I was trying to take a video of the pretty water, and she started, when she walked by,
Is this the other person?
yeah, and started screaming at us, and I said, ma'am, I was just looking at the leaves. This is her putting her dogs away. I stay on that side because my car was parked right here beside her.
Okay.
So I was just trying to keep my distance until her little ones got in the car, which they'd already played together in the park. It wasn't like they had any aggressive issues. And here she comes all the way back across the street and proceeds to in my face with this pepper spray.
The woman is outside, freaking out about her dogs being locked in her car.
Ability to open a car.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's going on?
I locked my purse and my key in here,
Okay.
talking to this lady. There's nothing going on. She's insane. So she called you guys for absolutely no reason. I feel
Okay.
really sorry.
Okay,
that,
well, just tell me the
resources are
situation.
being
What's
used.
going on?
Do you guys have the ability
I will
to solve
after
these
we
or no?
figure out what's going
Well,
on.
my dogs are in a hot car. There's not on, so...
Okay.
A cop helps her out with the dogs, then they start asking about the whole pepper spray thing.
I just locked it like 5 minutes ago, and she was just going crazy, coming over and slaying me.
So, did you talk to him about what happened?
No, she hasn't talked.
Oh, okay. So what happened? Oh, the other officer. So what happened with this whole altercation between you
nothing
two?
happened. She has nothing better to do, as you can see.
Yeah.
Push. I do this too many times.
Because she threatened me and was recording me, and I walked over to ask her what the problem was. I was not going to do anything with the mace or anything.
Well, that's still menacing.
What do you mean? It was already in my pocket.
Is that what you saw?
I don't know where it was. You got into your car and came back out and had mace. So I don't know.
The woman denies doing anything wrong and says the other person was the one causing trouble. She says the other person threatened her and recorded her. The cops aren't buying it, and one of them tells her she should have just left instead of starting an argument.
But
For trouble, she locked me in here.
So the situation, you could have got in your car and left. left and not even walked back up to talk to her. I know, but you, listen, you...
Listen to what we are saying.
You walked to your car, put your dogs inside the car, and then decided to still engage with her. So that's where you're wrong.
I needed to know what the deal.
It doesn't matter.
People prior to that.
She showed me her video.
Know
listen,
why she's
stop.
recording me. Did she show you all the videos?
Yes.
No,
listen,
I don't think so.
She's sitting on the bench.
I don't think
She has her camera up.
The woman keeps arguing, and the cops are like, dude, just listen to us.
We're investigating what happened. Get your side of the story, her side of the story, and then we're going to go from there.
Okay.
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 Finally, she agrees to cooperate. Then the cop watches the video and realizes the woman was totally in the wrong.
Will you write a statement for me? And yeah. Okay. Under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. For menacing.
They arrest her and she starts freaking out and trying to fight back.
Away. Don't pull away. Nope, we're... Get, I just saw it. No, stop moving.
You gotta touch my jaw!
Get in the car!
You pieces of shit! You've nothing better to do!
They get her cuffed and put her in the cop car. On the way to jail, she's going crazy, kicking the car door and yelling at the cops. They keep telling her to calm down, but she won't stop. She even breaks something in the car.
Let me out of this car! Open the window! You mother... Let me go!
When they get to jail, she's still acting crazy.
They're safe.
Okay. What the is wrong with you? We just got done at the park and you take my dog.
They end up charging her with threatening people and resisting arrest. The terrifying home invasion unfolded on a homeowner's surveillance camera. 3 masked men, armed and dangerous, burst into the house, their intent clear. The video shows the trio methodically searching every room, looking for cash and valuables.
I'm calling the police right now. I'm calling the police right now. The police is coming right now. The police is coming right now. Bye, guys.
However, their luck ran out when one spotted the camera. Panicking, they quickly abandoned their mission and fled the scene, leaving behind a trail of fear and stolen property. After a long time digging around, the cops in China finally nabbed the big boss behind this illegal weapon running operation. They busted into the guy's place, slapped on the cuffs, and hauled him away. They also found a whole bunch of illegal weapons. If you get caught running a weapon smuggling business in China, you're looking at a long time in jail, a huge fine, losing all your stuff, and maybe even the death penalty. This kind of stuff is a big problem there because criminals love getting their hands on weapons, and there's a whole lot of money to be made. Plus, it's hard to stop people from sneaking weapons across the border, so it's a good thing they caught this guy before those weapons ended up in the wrong hands. This is a crazy home invasion in Orances Pass back in February 2020. This crew of 5 dudes broke into this house right after midnight. Like a well-oiled machine, they knew exactly what they were doing. Turns out the homeowners had a bunch of cash, and these guys knew about it. They bust into the place, beat up a couple of people, and tied everyone up. It was a total nightmare. After grabbing the money, they just took off. Cops think they followed the homeowners from Corpus Christi, so they were probably watching them for a while. The police released this video hoping people can recognize these guys. Hopefully these guys are behind bars now. On May 29, 2023 in Florida, the cops got called to a house because someone's yelling inside.
back. No. Get on the ground. Get on the 16, give me the tail.
The first cop to get there hears the yelling too, and when he tries to go in, this guy bursts out of the house. Crazy thing is, the guy's got a knife and the cop has to pull out his taser. The cop tells the guy to get on the ground, but he won't listen, so the cop tases him and arrests him.
No. Get on the ground right now. You know what? Get on the ground. Sir, get on the... Stay on the ground. Roll on your stomach. Roll on your stomach. Taser deployment. Get on your stomach right now.
I'm trying, okay?
Get on your stomach right now.
All right.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. That's really f***ing stupid.
What do you need to say?
She's got lacerations to her face.
Okay.
No.
Just hang tight for 1 second.
It's very hot, sir.
Bravo 11 Central. He's saying she's got lacerations to her face. Can you just have FD step it up a little bit?
They call for an ambulance because they heard the guy's girlfriend got cut up. The cop talks to the guy, and he says they were just arguing. The girlfriend's got cuts on her face.
So who is this to you?
Okay, girlfriend?
This is your girlfriend?
Yes.
How long you guys been dating?
I mean, for a while.
Huh?
3209
For a while? How long is a while?
I mean, a couple years.
Couple years? Okay, you guys live here together?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so tell me what happened today.
Okay, so,
The one in the
I
back
talked
right there.
to one of the cops on Flagler Avenue.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I said, you know what, she needs to go home. And what I did was I got her.
It didn't hit him.
Was it okay?
All right, so what caused us to be called today? Why were you guys arguing or whatever? What was going on?
She's got cousins that were just coming here.
From England, right, you said?
Correct, yes.
And then what happened after they got here?
Well, they didn't come here.
They didn't come here?
No, sir.
What happened when you guys got home today? What started all of this to happen? Us getting called?
Sir, I'm telling you right now, she just, like, is crazy about it, yeah.
So she went crazy? How did she go crazy?
I'm just telling you, seriously. Just want to let you know.
The guy's clearly drunk because he can't give a straight answer.
Tease him.
I fucking tased.
No, I'm telling you. I don't believe you.
I'm not saying you did, but you've had some alcohol today? Yes. Like it starts to lock up. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
So I did him, okay.
They take him to jail. He gets charged with beating up his girlfriend, fighting the cops, and threatening the cop with a knife. He ends up pleading guilty and gets 3 years in prison. Remember how we talked about those Stride guys and the cops being in cahoots? Well, this video is straight up proof. Check it out. These cops are chatting super chill with a bunch of gang members, and the gang guys are even holding weapons. Can you believe it? After a quick little talk, the cops just let the gang members walk away like nothing happened. This was after a big gang fight, by the way. It's crazy to think about how corrupt the police can be, even in other countries.
From porches, but what about the mail? Are you checking people's mailboxes too?
That sounds good. We're going to bring the bad guy and the bad stolen stuff to you. Knock, Clark County Police with a search warrant.
Oh, yeah.
What happens if you press charge? I mean,
Then they get charged.
you have to go to court.
On December 18th, 2021, the police got a call about someone stealing a package from someone's doorstep. The person who lived there saw it all happen on their security camera. He described the thief as a young white guy with long hair wearing a black mask and a black shirt. He got away in a black Toyota. The police spotted a car that matched the description and pulled it over. The driver was a young white guy, just like the person on the video, and he was also wearing a black mask and black shirt.
Driving home? Yes. Where you stay at? And you said you're getting off work? Where's work at? So what are you doing over here then?
I'm driving through. I gotta meet a friend right at 5 Points. And I usually drop off stuff. We're doing a Secret Santa kind of deal, so I gotta go get Condor chocolate.
Why'd you stop back there?
Back here?
Yeah.
Because there was somebody pulling up in front of me, and I was trying to make sure that I wasn't like getting in anybody's way.
Nobody was pulling up in front of you.
Well,
You stopped, turned on your hazards, and then I passed you. Any weapons or anything in the car?
no.
All right, sweet. Hang tight. Go ahead. Dark hair, black covered mask, black t-shirt. You want to go ahead and step out? You can leave it on, off, however you want to do it. I'm just going to roll this up so it doesn't get all wet. Okay. Well, let me tell you what's going on.
Okay.
So you're well aware. We have lots of video footage from people stealing packages. You're wearing exactly what they just described as a theft that took place 3-4 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
And yeah,
Jeez, no.
yeah, black shirt, short sleeve, black mask. The photos that we have from the Ring cameras look exactly like you, and you're driving the same car with the same chrome outline on the windows as what we had. So right now, you're fitting our suspect description very well. You're in the area, and it just occurred. And you stopped in front of that other house that had 2 packages on the front porch.
Okay.
So therefore, we're going to investigate this a little further. We're going to figure out what exactly is going on.
When the police talked to him, he admitted to stealing the package and showed them where it was hidden in his car.
Do you have anything in the car that I need to know about? Or do you want to go ahead and come clean and say, yeah, I just took that package off the porch? Or is there anything you want to say to kind of defend yourself right now?
Well, I will say I did take a package.
Okay.
From my house. It's a little bit back there on the ways.
Yeah, just a couple minutes ago, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You still have that package in your car?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back real quick.
Okay.
The police searched the car and found a bunch of stuff that didn't belong to the guy. There were packages, mail, and other things with different people's names on them.
Well, that's a lot of packages. We'll be taking all those. Well, you don't know what's in the box till you open it, so. Oh yeah, he knew it was that box, you're right. If it looks like it's new, it's probably new. We'll take it and put it in evidence. Yeah, we're gonna put all that in our trunk and we're gonna put everything into evidence.
They took all that stuff as evidence. They arrested the guy and took him to the police station to question him. They ended up charging him with stealing packages and theft. There's this crazy video out there from Sebastian County cops showing this wild chase they had with this woman named Jennifer Porter. It's nuts. It all started when someone said their truck and weapon got stolen back in May.
25 to 12, it is going to be a female driver, white. Looks to be in her.
Well, the cops spot this woman in the stolen truck and try to pull her over, but she's not having it. She's ramming into their cars like crazy. I mean, she even took out one of their cop cars completely. And get this, she almost hit someone else who was just driving along, minding their own business. This chase went on and on, through all kinds of roads, and the cops had to do those crazy spin-out moves to try and stop her, but luckily nobody got hurt. Still, the cops' cars took a beating. 3 of their cars got messed up, and 1 was totally out of commission. In London, a bunch of guys with big knives stormed into this busy place. It was like something out of a movie, and everyone was freaking out, thinking it was a terrorist attack. But then this dude, the manager of a Spanish restaurant, was like, nope, not today. He calmly shut the doors and blocked the entrance. He even slammed a door in their faces. Can you imagine the balls in this guy? He totally turned a potential massacre into a locked down restaurant. It's crazy how one person can make such a big difference. There's this crazy video of a massive crowd, reporters, regular people, and even some gang members, all mixed together in the middle of the road. They're kind of walking together at first, but then all of a sudden panic sets in and everyone's just running like crazy. Stampedes are no joke. People can get seriously injured or even lose their lives when everyone's pushing and shoving like that. It's scary to watch. We don't even know what caused the whole thing because the video cuts off too soon. A home invasion gone wrong was caught on camera. 5 armed men disguised their faces, entered the house after driving into the garage, but they didn't expect to fight back. The homeowner, ready for trouble, opened fire on the intruders, sparking a weapon battle. Startled by the unexpected resistance, the burglars retreated, leaving the scene in chaos. You wouldn't believe this. A woman in Maryland was caught on camera chilling in a lawn chair looking super relaxed while her own house was going up in flames. It's like something out of a movie, but it's real life. Apparently, she'd been arguing with people around the house, and then boom, the place is on fire.
Oh my God, he just threw water at her.
Crazy, right? People were freaking out, trying to help each other escape, and there she is, just sitting there like nothing's happening.
She's sitting there, just chilling, watching the house go up in flames.
The whole thing was caught on video.
Get out of the house! It's on fire! Hurry!
I couldn't believe that she was just sitting there like it wasn't happening. She casually went out there, sat in a chair, stated a few obscenities, and watched the fire spread throughout the house.
The cops ended up taking her in. They say she might have some mental health issues going on. Can you imagine? This dude on a motorcycle was freaking out trying to get away from the cops. He was zipping in and out of traffic, going crazy fast and changing lanes like a maniac. It was super dangerous and he was putting everyone on the road in a really risky situation. He was even trying to pass the car in front of him, which was nuts. But then the CHP officer on a bike shows up and it gets serious. The officer points a weapon at the guy, and things just get real. More cops came running, and they got the guy cuffed and ready to go. It was all done quickly and cleanly. Can you believe this? A bunch of people were chilling at a birthday party in Malibu, having a good time, and then bam, the whole deck just collapsed. They all came crashing down onto the rocks below. It's a total miracle more people weren't seriously hurt. Turns out there were way too many people on the deck.
I heard a crack, and I literally saw all of my best friends and my girlfriend fall 15 feet to the rocks.
The homeowner rented out the place, but the renters invited a ton more people than they were supposed to. She was freaking out, trying to get everyone to leave, even calling the cops, but it was too late.
The rental agreement is very specific. It's 6 persons at all times. At all times. And no parties and events are allowed.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Maria. We'll try and get everybody out of here.
The place was a total mess after the party. Alcohol bottles everywhere. And you can even see people sitting on the railing in a video before it all happened. It's crazy. Luckily, everyone's gonna be okay. But it's a serious wake-up call.
Could have been a lot worse, but it's pretty awful.
This YouTuber named BW posted a video of himself driving on the super creepy highway in Canada in the middle of the night. You know how it is, driving alone on a dark road can be kinda scary. Well, this video takes it to a whole new level. He's just cruising along when, out of nowhere, this woman in a white wedding dress just starts walking down the road. Like, what the heck? The driver sees her and swerves to avoid hitting her. It's like something out of a horror movie. People say ghosts like to hang out on lonely roads, maybe because of accidents or something tragic that happened there. So was this woman a real person acting weird, or was it something supernatural? Either way, it's super creepy and makes you wonder what else is out there on those dark roads. The next video shows a bunch of Hong Kong protesters going nuts on some poor tourist. The guy took off and left his stuff behind, and they just swiped it. It's crazy. Look, to avoid getting your stuff jacked, you gotta be on high alert. Don't flash your car or fancy jewelry around. Stick to places with lots of lights and always know what's happening around you. Seriously, people were standing there like statues, too scared to do anything. Can you believe it? If you ever get robbed, stay calm and don't panic. Your safety comes first. Report it to the cops right away and give them all the details. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help from your friends, family, or even a professional. The video ends with those jerks taking the tourist's stuff and walking off like nothing happened. Early morning on June 8th around 3:15 a.m., a huge boom shook up a place on Platte Avenue in Sedalia, Colorado. The cops rushed over to check it out. The first cop on the scene found a house and an RV totally on fire. Without thinking twice, he ran into the danger zone to see if anyone was inside.
Sheriff's office, come out! Hey, gotta be gentle. Hey, come on out. Come here, ma'am. I need you to come out right now.
The big house is on fire. We gotta get moving.
Big house? Oh
yeah.
my God.
Is
No, he's over to friends.
Okay.
Rock.
Okay.
We need to move, ma'am.
Here's some
Are you okay if I carry you?
Yeah, I have trouble walking.
Okay.
You're good, officer, man.
He found a woman stuck in an RV, so he picked her up and carried her to safety.
She's okay, no injuries. This structure's unoccupied.
Firefighters showed up to put out the fire. Luckily, nobody got hurt, but they're still trying to figure out what caused the explosion. This dude was all hyped up, pumping up the crowd for something epic. But it was his buddy who ended up being the star of the show, though not in the way he expected. You know that slippery thing that happens when you mix liquid and that shiny floor stuff? Yeah, well, this guy found out the hard way. After giving the floor a nice wet beard rub, he started dancing like a crazy person and bam, face plants hard. Ouch, both for his hands and his ego. That had to hurt.
That's okay. That's all right.
Don't put your hands out.
Actually, you're the one
What
that
is
came
your
towards
address?
me.
What is the address here?
You don't need to yell at me, sir.
No, you need to tell me what the address here.
Okay.
Tell me what the
address is. Right here, 525 West Sprague.
There's this body camera video from Spokane that shows a cop dealing with a drunk guy. While the cop's busy with this one guy, another drunk dude starts messing with him.
Who do you think you are? Just tell me that.
My name is Sergeant Canberg.
Sergeant?
Yes.
Sergeant what?
Canberg.
Canberg?
Yes, sir.
Camberg.
Close. Canberg.
Can?
Yes.
Like a C-A or
Yes.
K-A-N?
The cop's super patient, telling the guy to back off a bunch of times.
This fool has no coordination over me.
Okay.
Do you really think you do?
Do you mind just kind of stepping away from me a little bit, please? Thank you. Hey, Joe.
Hey.
I got somebody from Detox coming to kind of talk with you a little bit, okay? I'll kind of hang out here for a minute, all right?
Kelly? Watch this. Watch this, Kelly. Just watch.
Sir, could you step away from me,
No,
please?
I probably won't.
Okay. Could you step away from me, please? I'm asking very nicely.
Your reach is far enough to me.
Okay. Could you step away from me,
No,
please?
I think you're far.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Okay, you're about ready to be arrested. Step
am
away
I?
from me, please.
Kelly?
This guy won't listen, and he even touches the cop. Finally, the cop tells him he's going to arrest him if he does it again. The drunk guy loses it and starts yelling.
I've asked you to step away
I
from
dare you
me.
to touch me.
All right.
I dare you to
You're
fucking
about
touch
ready
me.
to be
I
arrested.
dare you to touch me.
Just step
Touch
away
me.
from me, please.
Touch me.
All right.
I dare you to fucking touch me. I dare you to touch me. Touch
Could
me.
you step away from me, please?
No, I will stand right here on the fucking sidewalk, public sidewalk, and I dare you to goddamn touch me.
Sir,
I
you
fucking
have
dare.
nothing-
No,
you
fuck
have
you,
no
dude.
idea
Touch
what's
me.
going on here.
You
Step
have
away
no
from
idea.
me. and keep your hands out of my face, please.
Then touch me.
Thank you.
Touch me.
Could you stay?
All of this is being recorded. Touch me right now.
Congratulations.
No, motherfucker. Do you want to go to jail tonight or not? I'm not going to go to jail. If you keep up the attitude you've got, touch me.
Stay away from me.
Touch me.
Okay?
Touch me. Touch me right now.
Right now I'm dealing with the other gentleman here. You're hindering and delaying. No, I don't shake hands with you.
What is that?
I'm not shaking hands with you.
What did you say?
I'm going to ask.
I'm hindering an investigation?
He keeps getting closer and closer, so the cop finally decides to arrest him. The guy tries to run away, but the cop catches him.
You're under arrest.
Calm down, dude. I'm under arrest, bitch. Really? Don't stop me, bitch.
Charlie 41, I'll be around for that unit. There was an echo request from our bus station.
Sprague and post.
Already showed up.
Sir!
Hey! Don't.
Sir, have a seat. Sir, have a seat on the ground.
Don't touch me until I record you.
Have a seat on the ground. Have a seat on the ground.
Do not touch me until
Thank you very much.
Do not touch me.
Get on your stomach.
Alright, they're recording me.
Have a seat
Yeah,
on your
they're
stomach.
coming. Yes,
Put your arms out to the side. You're under arrest. Put your arms out to the side, sir.
That's right.
You're under arrest.
Hey, Kelly.
It's crazy how patient the cop was with that drunk guy. It's incredible what these NYPD officers do. There's this one video showing cops in the Bronx saving a guy who fell onto the subway tracks. They were right there, saw what happened, and jumped down to pull him to safety. It's crazy how fast it all happened. Then there's this other incident at the Fulton Street station in Manhattan. The body cam footage is intense. A woman got stuck between two train cars.
She asked if she was gonna die. I just told her, you're not gonna die, you're gonna be all right.
These officers were total heroes. They risked their own lives to save her.
She was wedged between two train cars.
The video shows how chaotic and dangerous the situation was.
She's probably gonna be in pretty bad shape.
Her left leg was impacted here, and her right leg was cut at the ankle. Immediately get onto the train at the next car, crawl up to where the aided is, and assess that both of her, one limb is missing and her foot is off the other leg. I crawled about one car, just applied tourniquets to her lower extremity.
It's mind-blowing how calm and collected they stayed. These officers are true lifesavers. They train hard for situations like these, but actually going through it is a whole different level. It's inspiring to see their courage and dedication.
The fact that my first one was someone who actually survived is a good feeling.
On February 10, 2024, the cops got called to a hotel because some woman named Kamisha wouldn't leave. The hotel staff asked her to leave, but she was like, nope, not happening, so they had to call the cops. When the cops got there, they tried to be nice about it and asked her to leave again, but she wouldn't listen and started giving excuses.
Well, unfortunately, this isn't your room anymore.
It is. Well, I don't have no paperwork. They ain't bringing me no paperwork. They ain't giving no refund. They won't trick me.
So, listen, the paperwork, it stays at the sheriff's office and at the front desk. You don't get a copy of it at all. You're just pretty much told you're trespass, and you gotta get your stuff, and you said you'd be like 5 minutes.
No, that's not how it goes. That is not
exactly how it goes.
Listen,
What are you
they
talking
took
about?
everything from Commissioner Del Brown. So if they cannot address Commissioner Del Brown as Commissioner Del Brown and show me on paperwork that Commissioner Del Brown has been trespassed from 4651 Nice Inn, Kissimmee, Florida, US 192, not 4651 West Arlo Western Highway.
Let's deal with this. We'll leave the door.
I'm not being aggressive. I have every right to sit while I'm sitting. I need paperwork. I'm not just gonna go on the word of mouth. That's nothing. But my word of mouth is
because you think I
well, Commissioner Del Brown, word of mouth is everything. But and you can't put Commissioner Del Brown in the park place. They say, why are you talking third party? I'm not talking to third party. I'm talking direct. Because
Absolutely.
it's other people saying that they Commissioner Del Brown, and now I am Commissioner Del Brown. I want it to be a little.
So if he shows you paperwork saying you're
they have
trespassed
to.
from here,
That's what you have to do. But that's
they
not
give
going
you
to
a
happen.
copy.
That's not going to happen because this room is supposed to be paid for 6 months in Commissioner Del Brown's name. Now I went to jail from here. Something happened. I let it go by Damon Daniels. I was set up. It's cool. I let it go. Forgiven. Commissioner Del Brown. I have to make sure I say my name the correct way. Commissioner Del Brown is aware of the truth. And
So my question is, if they do show that paperwork, right, you're gonna be willing to go on your own
Whoever
accord?
you is, but Commissioner Shondell Brown, you know, that's why I'm literacy. My father taught me grammar.
Okay.
On the Montefiore.
Okay.
But show on paperwork.
Perfect.
Commissioner Shondell Brown.
Okay.
Capitalize. Okay. That she's trespassed, but that's not gonna happen because no one could trespass Commissioner Shondell Brown from what something she owned.
Okay.
The cops were really patient with her, but she wouldn't back down. They even gave her a paper saying she wasn't allowed back, but she didn't care.
I said I'm above the law, not by purpose, because who I am is only one me, the truth. When the truth arrives, nobody can shut it up. I've been trying to shut up for the longest. My own brothers, my own mother, my own family. Perkins, the Perkins, that's why he disappeared. I'm disgusted with all this. And guess what? I'm watching y'all for a reason. Judgment. Y'all know that.
Right along, pointing on your ID number.
Excuse me? You want a copy, right?
Listen.
So this is our event number, right here that says you've been trespassed. It's official.
Wait, I'm not going to look at that.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, do I need to look at that?
You need to look at this. So either you have to go or we have to get you out of here.
Can Commissioner Shondell Brown be arrested?
Yes, absolutely. For trespass after warning.
Can Commissioner Shondell Brown be arrested? This visual right here.
Yes. You can be.
Is this individual in Commissioner Shondell Brown's face? Because
Are you talking to these deputies or are you talking to me?
Is this?
She's talking to God.
Is this individual lying?
All right.
Well, you can show me. Like I said, I can go to jail.
You've been
I don't
effectually
care.
trespassed.
Who is you? My name is Commissioner Shondell Brown.
Okay, yes.
Commissioner Shondell Brown has been trespassed.
That's not. That's not valid, and it's not valid.
Okay.
That's not valid. Look at it.
This is valid.
Look
Here's
at
our
it.
event number.
Call your How about I'm gonna call the lieutenant.
15. Huh?
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen.
You been trespassed?
That's not trespass. Listen, I'm finna walk out. I'm finna walk. Listen.
No. It's too late.
It's not too late. Look at that. Listen.
Finally, the cops had enough and arrested her. She put up a fight, so they had to tase her.
I'm not resisting. I'm not getting in y'all problem. I'm not resisting. I'm finna walk out. That paper is not right.
Give me this.
I'm not. Listen. That paper is not right. Listen. Man, that is no. Y'all not doing that. Y'all not doing it. I'm not resisting. Call the sergeant.
Give me your other arm.
That's not right.
Sparky?
My phone.
Sparky? Give me Sparky.
All right. Everything's been recorded.
I'm gonna drive stun you. Give me your arm.
Give the arm up.
Give me your arm.
Give him the arm. Give him the arm. Give him the arm.
They took her to jail and charged her with trespassing and resisting arrest. And guess what? A few months later, they caught her with drugs. She's in a whole mess of trouble. There was this guy driving a stolen Lexus and the cops were trying to pull him over, lights and sirens blaring. But this dude wasn't having it. He kept going until he crashed into another car. Then he bailed out and took off running. That's when the K9 unit came in. This police dog was like, I got this. They tracked the guy down to someone's backyard and the dog wasn't messing around. The suspect finally gave up when he realized he was no match for the furry cop.
Let go of him! Clutch! Hey, let go! Clutch! Let go of him!
He ended up with some nasty dog bites and got arrested. Can you believe it? A guy named William Stanfill went missing on a climbing trip to Peru way back in 2002. Everyone thought he was lost in an avalanche on this huge mountain called Huascaran. Well, get this, they just found his body. It's like something out of a movie. The ice and snow on the mountain are melting because of climate change, and there he was, all frozen and stuff. They found his passport and stuff, so they knew it was him. It's a crazy story. He was with two other guys when the avalanche happened. They found one of them a couple of years ago, but they're still looking for the third guy. Check this out. People were hanging around and heard a bunch of loud crashes in the middle of the night. They whipped out their phones and started recording. Turns out a group of those triad gangs were trying to steal a fancy sports car. They blocked the driver in, trying to take the car for themselves. Carjackings are no joke. These guys can be super violent, threatening people or even hurting them. Some people get really badly hurt, or even worse. Anyway, the driver saw one of the gang members get out of a car, so he floored it and tried to get away. Luckily, he was quick on his feet and managed to escape, but his car was totally messed up. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, friends.